Yeah, obviously they recommend water, so they're recommending Milani, but whatever. Oh, it's just the one thing? Oh, that's fucking easy then. Damn, that's fucking annoying. It just like does this little shove back. It's like, I guess I should pay attention to what it's doing, but still, that's kind of annoying. It just smacks me back. That's annoying. It's just annoying. Like, that's what's like so stupid about it. It's like it doesn't do any damage. It's like it's fine. It's just annoying, and so that's why I think you shouldn't do it. You shouldn't make something that its only purpose is to just be annoying. That's like hard to see because he's putting up a shield directly in front of you when all your reactions are going on. It's like, yeah, we know it'll be really hard for you to see this, so we made this purely annoying mechanic that's only purpose is to piss you off. All right, have that spot. Is there a... God damn it, another fucking S rank. I already missed 33. I think this guy's... Oh, yeah. I don't know. Is that close? It's kind of close. Not close enough, really. Is there any more talent stuff for her? That's the tough thing, is that, yeah, like I need... That's actually what's really fucking blows about what they did for her, is they made both her weapon and her talent material release on the same day. Which I think is a little bullshit. It's like, you should stagger that shit, because it takes you no effort. Like it doesn't really matter which talent material... It doesn't matter which talent materials win on which day, and it doesn't matter which one you assign to her. You can just be like, oh, okay, here's the thing. No, they intentionally were like, hey, this one's going to release on Thursday. Hey, here's a great idea. Let's make both things needed on this day. And so, like, I was kind of like giving him a little bit of leeway, being like, oh, okay, cool. Like, globally, globally, Natlan's coming out on the week on Wednesday. So I can understand to be like, cool, we'll not have the talent materials on Wednesday, or we'll not have our materials on Wednesday. We'll make it on Thursday instead, right? Because it's like, sure, you give them Wednesday to explore, find all the locations, get to them first. Then you can be like, okay, now it's Thursday. Like, you've had a day to actually get to the locations and unlock them. Now we're going to go and... Oh, shit, I don't have this. I have more of these things. Okay, so I need webs. I need to kill some webs for those. Okay, whatever. Yeah, so the point is, like, I get that. Sure. But at the same time, don't make both fucking things required. Like, don't make both of them needed. Do I have any... Actually, wait, do I have any cheap way up shit? What's the way up one? This one. Okay, so I have none of them. I have nothing. I have none of these things. Shit. Okay, we got to start a routine to farm these guys every day, I guess. At least until I've gotten my shit up. I mean, it'll help once I get to the... once I start doing more of the dailies. Once I get past the event, once I get far enough into the game, into the Archon quests, then I'll be able to. So once I'm far enough into the Archon quest, then I'll be able to set Natlan as my dailies. I'm surprised they didn't let me do it right away. Whatever. Oh shit. Wrong group. I should have swapped my party. Shit. Whatever. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna do. Just gonna spend some of my fragile resin. But I can yep. Just go farm some talent materials. But yeah, like I think they should have staggered it. I think one of them should have been available, like, at least not on the same day. So, because like that just kind of sucks then. Because like you only give people so much resin to spend, and you're just like, oh yeah, by the way, like not only do you need this material if you got this new character, but you also need this material for her too. So, let's go in. This should be a good team. Yeah, these things are just annoying. They're tanky and then they run away. It's like great, awesome. Who doesn't love enemies that run away and have invulnerability phases? Like that's like it's fine on the overworld, sure, but when you force two of them into here, where they just disappear and don't reappear in like any logical spot, like he was nowhere near me when he popped up. It's like so that's just fucking stupid. And that is fucking annoying as fuck too! You're like, I'm gonna disappear and then pop up right up your fucking ass! Who the fuck thought that'd be a good idea? Jesus fucking Christ, that's stupid. Because like you can't dodge. I dodged out of the way and I still got fucking smacked by it. It's just fucking annoying when you have to deal with stupid shit like that. It's not, luckily it's not as bad as the those two shielded hilichurls from Arlecchino's domain, her artifact relic domain, because holy fuck, that was stupid. Or it's like, yeah, you pop the domain and they instantly start charging towards you. It's just like, God fucking damn it. Yeah, like, see, I tried dodging it, but it didn't work. So obviously, it's my fault for not dodging it correctly, but like, really? You're gonna be a dick about the timing like that? That's kind of annoying. But yeah, like, and the other time it was like, oh yeah, they just both instantly did it back to back. This time they didn't. So maybe because I rushed in or something. Maybe there's some sort of trigger. And now that I know what they're doing, just get out of the circle, obviously, duh. But still, it's just annoying. Yeah, it's kind of annoying. They're really kind of beefy. Yeah, unfortunately, another fucking hunt popped. So 3 hunts since I got back. It's frustrating. Obviously, I can't make every hunt. There's this game to play. I could play this on like mobile or on my computer just so I can log in to play on my whatchamacallit? So my Final Fantasy. Yeah, like if I can get all the bursts lined up, then they get fucked so quick. But like, look at that, only halfway full, only half, not even half. It's kind of annoying. If you don't have your burst up, they're just a little too tanky. Now, obviously, I've chosen a tough team. Maybe I could try a freeze team, perhaps. Because they say ice is actually a recommended element, probably because they're fire, so I get melts off of them. I'm actually curious if I can freeze them, or if, because they're essentially just molten lava, if I just only trigger melts, which is like not bad, only melts. Or me, how will I survive? I guess that's all I really need to do here. I guess I could still pop in. Ah, darn. Okay, so I don't have enough to get it to 6. That's unfortunate. I guess I'll just pop 2 more into this. I'll probably actually spend some additional resin anyway. Because actually no, fuck that. Shit. I'm probably not going to log in for the rest of the day, so I might as well. Do I do Emilie's quest? If I don't get this now, I have to do it on Sunday. Yeah. But will I need it from Milani? Will I need the level? Not really. I also don't really want to. Actually, what I need more than even that is just the fact that I need more weapon stuff. Because my weapon, I can't. Oh, actually, no. Well, my weapon I still can't. Like I could level it now if I had if I had the monster materials. Oh, whoops. Yeah, I don't need to talk to this guy. Oh, it auto selects. It auto maxes that. That's new. That's convenient. Yeah, here's the crafting bench over here. I guess what I will do is I'll run the town domain a little bit. Getting her to 666 is pretty much good. Like, I don't need to get her further. Obviously, I will get her further at some point, but I still need to send her anyway. So, like, that becomes the limiting factor. So my freeze team. Let's see how that goes. Brand is a businessman, entrepreneur, and real estate developer who has always had an interest in the unusual area. It's kind of shit. I mean, Kokomi was pretty strong. Kokomi with a Furina buff, that's all I needed. That's kind of fun. Yeah, it's mainly because she didn't have her burst up. I would have been curious to see how that... We'll try this next time. Yeah, like that was fucking stupid, right? It appeared in the middle of bumfuck nowhere. I was all the way over here and it was like, yeah, I'm gonna spawn in middle of nowhere. Nowhere near you. Why the fuck would you do that? So it's like, generally that's always shit. It always feels like shit when you have when you have any sort of thing where it's like, oh, by the way, I'm just gonna like screw you over. I'm gonna be stupid because I'm stupid. Just like, great, awesome, thanks. That is kind of annoying. That you can actually get out of range of your own thing. Luckily, it's only for single player, which is like, okay, whatever, right? It's understandable. But it does still suck. Like, I kind of wish it was like co-op, where no matter where anyone is, it still counts. But it does not. Yeah, with Furina's buff, it just goes super hard. Like, they die so quickly with Furina's buff, but... How much is she? She's about halfway done, so she's pretty good energy. She had pretty good energy. She seems to have a lot of energy. Maybe it's not too bad, too hard to keep it active more frequently. Let's do another one until I have one more condensed left, and then I'll spend the rest into the weapon one. Yeah, like that's so fucking annoying. They run out of the fucking way and did that. Like it's just so fucking annoying. They go ranged. It's like, why the fuck would you ever think to do that? Like, holy fuck. This is a melee-based combat game for the most part. Who the fuck thinks, yeah, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make enemies that do shitloads of AoEs run away as well. Because the biggest problem with shit like that is its unpredictability, right? They don't do it all the time. They just did it like sometimes, and I would understand if it was like, oh, okay, I'm too far away, so now they're backing out to do this shit. But like, no, they're just like, they're running in. They're like, I'm in the middle of the two of them, and then one of them just disappears into the ground to go a fuckload of distance away while my burst is up in the small area that is up. So my burst is essentially wasted because now both of them aren't there anymore. So that's kind of fucking annoying. Generally, I always criticize that as just the it's never fun when you think, oh, I know what to do. I'm going to have the enemy run away. It's like, no, never a good idea to do that. It's always shit. It always feels like shit when the enemy runs away. Like, the only time it's ever okay is when you yourself are ranged and you're like, oh, cool, he's gone out of range. He's gone away. I can shoot him from range. But, like, the whole point is that enemies that run away are also the enemies who can attack from range. So it's like, you get it's one of those ones where you get literally no benefit from them running away. Oh shit, I don't want to have little fingers. Okay, whatever. Actually, cool, I have enough to get this to 6. Because it's 6 for this one, 9 for the next level. So I'll have 1 extra. Nice. Cool. I just need more of these thingies. But those are easy enough to get. Because it's just killing the new treasure hunters. Anyway, so yeah, like generally, enemies that run away suck. No one likes them. They're really fucking annoying. It's a really gimmicky bullshit thing. Let's see. I'm gonna go now. I don't know what it was or if it was anything wrong. That's just fine. So yeah, like it just kind of sucks. No one likes it. It's not fun. It's an extra hassle, especially in this game because it's like, oh hey, by the way, like there's a bunch of shit you want to be able to do because. I'm surprised I didn't. Oh, yeah, because I have a shield on. That's why I didn't do any damage. But yeah, like enemies that run away suck. No one likes them. They blow. This is a game that's mostly done from close range, so enemies that run away are just wasting your time. And there's nothing you can do about it, right? Like, they run away. Like, it's not like... Because if it was something like, oh, well, he only ran away because you did this thing. Oh, okay, cool. Like, I get that then. That's understandable. He did this because I did this. I just gotta make sure I don't trigger the condition. Problem solved. Okay, they all have full health. Nice. You just gotta like not fulfill that condition. But like no, like they did it when they were far away. They did it when they were close. Like there's just seemingly no trigger condition other than just random chance that the enemies are gonna go and do this thing. Yep. So yeah, that's kind of annoying. So I mean, like on the field, it's fine. Only having to do one, and like even still, like oh no, it took me 40 seconds instead of 30. It's like oh no, it's just annoying because like these ones are like they're designed for this, so you're just like come on, dude. Slightly slower without Yolan's burst to help. Not really much that. Not that much slower though. Okay. So like that one I like because it just stays in place. And I was kind of annoyed because it was bumping me back. But any sort of knockback only triggers if you don't have a shield. And even if it breaks the shield in its knockback, even if it's an attack so strong that it would break the shield, it still doesn't knock you back. Having a shield prevents knockback regardless, even if it gets popped. That's why Baizu is such an interesting pick, because Baizu will let's see, and if I just do you in, I fast. I guess I'm slightly better. Not really much. Oh, actually, oh yeah, and it drained. Oh, actually, shit, that's a bad idea. Yeah, because I was taking damage, it was draining my my bond of life. Because it was popping Xingqiu's swords, which would then heal me, which would then reduce my bond of life. So that's not great, obviously. Okay. So I can't level up her weapon anyway. Can't level up her weapon regardless, because I need the monster bits. But maybe with that, I'll have enough to just buy everything else. Probably not, though. Actually, I really don't think I do. I think I'll probably need another run, but it's the kind of thing where, like, that's something I can do Sunday. It's like, by that point, my weapon will be like 80 unascended, I think. I think it was 60, right? I think I have enough materials to get it to 80 unascended and just run out of materials to ascend it. And actually, this is going to be the thing that fucks me over the most, because I just don't have any of these. So I need to farm monsters. And realistically, I should have paid attention to what I needed and been farming monsters for it the past few days. And like, I'm probably not even going to farm today, because I'll have to just AFK in Final Fantasy, or else I'm going to miss every fucking hunt in the world. And then it'll make me cry. Okay, so I like to keep, essentially what I like to do, is I like to keep enough in the previous state to ascend a weapon. So you need 5 green, 15 blue, 15 purple, and 5 or 6 of the orange. Oh wait, no. Oh shit! You're the wrong person. Crap. I don't get bonus. Yeah, so I need 15. Now, for this one, I can't, because I need all. Geez, I have none of these. Well, I'll make one. Okay, not this. Because you'll see Mona proc hers more frequently. There's a 25% chance, but it's a 25% chance to return 1/3 of the materials, whereas a 10% chance to get double the product means it's statistically better. Mona would have to have a 30% chance to do it to make it worthwhile, because essentially with a 30% chance, it's happening 3 times more than Ayaka's, and Ayaka gets a 3 times return. So essentially getting double materials, it's like, hey, cool, you got, instead of when you spent 3 materials, you essentially got the equivalent of 6 materials because you've doubled the product. Mona's like, hey, 1/4 of the time you'll get something back. So you need this to trigger 3 times for her to get enough to make a duplicate. And so you have to have it happen 3 times anyway. So if there's a 30% chance, then it would actually be equal. So obviously it's not a huge difference, like a 5% chance difference. If she was 5% more, then it would be more viable. Statistically, you'd be getting more. Well, if she was 5% more, statistically, each of these would have the same chance of saving materials, or like the same rate of return for materials. But she did not. Okay, so I have played for 30 minutes. I can do a little bit of Emilie's quest. Let me swap to my... Let's talk to my Milani team. Probably swap out Yalia. I really ever use her in my rotation. Actually, yeah. Honestly, I should swap her out with Barbara. That's what I should do. I should swap her with Barbara. Get the water resonance versus the Dendro one. I don't really need Dendro. Although, I don't know. Dendro is actually pretty cool. Elemental Mastery of 50, so that increases the Vaporize thing. And then when I do Burning, which is what these two are going to do a lot, I get another 30. So it's increasing everyone's Elemental Mastery by 80. But if I do Water, 25% increase max HP. And Milani and Dea both scale off of HP. And they're my two main damage dealers. Huh. And the fact that I'd be able to keep her healing ring on. And she has a revive on death and an emergency heal. So I think I want to do Barbara. Fuck. I could just. Let's see. What's my Barbara build? 37. Yeah, she actually has less HP than. Oh yeah, and that was the other thing. Is her burst gets energy back for everybody. She gets 18 energy back for every person. Because of that. Oh, actually, yeah, I could probably swap this off too. Because now there actually are better healing sets. Because this is pure just increasing healing, which is good. But there are actual. The new healing set does damage based on the overhealing that happens, which would happen for her. Actually, yeah, that's crazy. She has way less health than Yao. Oh, because she probably has a healing bonus. I think Yao has a HP across the board. I think. Oh no, she must have. Oh no, she does have HP. How the fuck does she have 300 Elemental Mastery? Oh, okay, that gets 200. She must be for the rest from substats. Yeah, so she went all HP. Although technically, actually, yeah, so that's probably why there's a difference. But now Milani and Dea are going to be my big 26,000, almost 27, and 44. If I swap her out back to or anyone else, let's just get anyone else out. Okay, and then her health goes down to 24. She loses about 3,000. She loses about 4,000. Jesus Christ. Okay, so yeah. Barbara will be a pretty good team comp, I think, maybe. Probably, hopefully. She still has the same problem of... Yep. Oh shit, no, I didn't do it. What the hell, did I not save? I thought I saved. There we go. Yeah, and I could actually make her HP greater. I don't really need to because of the bonus. Although, considering... Actually, what's her weapons, whatever. Yeah, the substats are kind of shit. Actually, everything's kind of shit. I might as well just go farm the new artifact set, because this just gives me extra healing, which I don't really need, because Barbara has some pretty good healing anyway. And if I can get a healing bonus circlet. Anyway, regardless, that's about the point. Let's go to Emilie's quest a little bit. Just the tip. God damn it, fuck off! God damn, it's so fucking annoying. We're just like, yeah, I'm gonna do that. It's one of these really annoying things where it's like, whenever you actually want to hit the teleporter, that's when it misses, and it's like, oh no, you clearly wanted to lay down a pin. And every time you're trying to lay down a pin, that's the time where it's like, no, like, here's this thing that's not even on your cursor. We're gonna auto-target to that. Like, it's not even on your cursor, it's just close to your cursor. But still outside the circle. Not even touching a pixel of the cursor. and it'll still like redirect you over to that. And it's like, dude, fuck off. Now, I do think it happens more frequently if you just bring up the map and try to lay it down directly where you are, because I think you still need to move the cursor a little bit for it to recognize its position. Otherwise, it just kind of like... Otherwise, it doesn't have like a... I don't know. I'm not sure how it's coded. But I have noticed that happens more. When you find a mark and you want to play a pin down exactly where you are, if you open up the map and then press X to put a pin, you'll more likely lock onto something nearby than if you open up the map, move your cursor slightly, and even if you move it slightly and then slightly back, so essentially it should be exactly where you are anyway, you'd be less likely to trigger that same thing. I assume it's probably something to do with the zoom. I assume when the map is loaded, it assumes a base zoom level of the map. It's like, oh, okay, your cursor is at this exact location, and zoom is at 1.x, or 1.0, right? But like the map itself is actually zoomed at like 2.0. It's a 2 times zoom, but it needs you to move the cursor slightly for it to recognize, oh, okay, you're at a 2 times zoom. I'm going to update that variable. Maybe? Or like update that in cache, or I'm not sure. I have to actually see the code for it to actually know how they do it, to possibly explain. Or at least the map function call. Actually, I mean, and that's the thing. It'll probably be a bunch of functions, because there's going to be the map function, and then it's actually separate than the cursor function. The cursor function and maintaining cursor location is its own thing. You're only just calling the map function to display something, and then overlaying the cursor on top of that. So they're actually 2 independent things being managed by an overarching subsystem to get things working in tandem. Yeah, it's pretty complicated. It's not something super simple. That's why when people are like, oh, I'll just code this and code that, oh, it's much easier. Like, I got into an argument. I think I might have been partially wrong. Maybe that's how I explained it. But, like, we're talking about a coding thing and how translations work. And he was like, well, no, like, you wouldn't do it like this. Like, but it's like, no, it doesn't make sense, because, like, it's not the translation people. Like, this is an image, like just an image they're displaying. Like, why would you translate the numbers? The numbers were numbers. Like, this was 10,000 before. Why would you send the 10,000 in Arabic numerals to a translation company and have them change it, right? Like, you had an image. Now, obviously, it depends on how the image is displayed, because it could be that they did send it to the translation company. Although it's super weird that, like, the back end seemed to register these numbers, but the front end actually being displayed showed different numbers. So it's like, I felt like it was more the company's fault than the translator's fault. I don't think the translator did that. I think it was the company who fucked up their coding and fucked up when they designed the page that was displaying the number thresholds for the event, and not the translation company, who was given all the things to translate, and then they came back with different, where they translated the numbers wrong somehow, and those wrong numbers were then overlaid, while on the back end the actual numbers were still being checked. Like, it feels that was far more, but whatever, right? Both of us were purely speculating. I have no clue. You know, even if we both program, like, the language we program in could change how it's done. And like, also, it's like, it depends on how you design the page. Like, if they didn't design the page like that, and it was one static image, where it's like, here's the image, because, like, I would think it would be just one static image. It's like, cool, we're going to hard code this image. We're going to hard code this display, because these are the number thresholds. Once you reach this number threshold, we'll give you the reward. Like, it's a constant number. Like, you've set these constants. Why are you making them variables? Why are you making them modifiable variables on the page? You know, you should have declared those as constants, and maybe you want to load them as constants, rather than, like, designing a page and just copying and pasting the image over. But you should be loading constant variables. So it's weird that the translators could be like, oh no, here's a different number, and they're like, oh, okay, we're going to change the constant. Actually, no, they didn't even choose the constant variables in the back end. So, like, the constants were the same, but I don't know. Obviously, we'll never know. Like, we have to actually go to them, say, hey, could you show us the code for when you did this event? Me and my friend have a dispute on how stupid you were. I'm blaming you. He's blaming the localizers. Because it's like, obviously, they're going to be like, oh, no, it's the localizers' fault. It's like, yeah. Of course it wasn't you. Totally the localizers.
そうだね。現場の証拠集めと。でもそれは謙遜だよ。確かに正規の医者でも法医学者でもないけど、人体と薬理に対する理解はましてや今回は香水に関わる症例だからね。僕はそうだな。そうだった。ビジャーヤはスメール出身のエミリエの手紙で見たことがあるだけだね。教練医を卒業した学士、これまで詳しく調べられてなかったけど、ビジャーヤの過去とスメールシティで友人に頼んで一緒に調べてみるよ。オルモス校のことはひとまず君とエミ。
遊びに行くってのは一日経ったけど、ティナリは何か見つけられ。エミリエの方も心配だし、ホテルへ行ってみようぜ。おーい、エミリエ。幸い峠は越えました。非常に衰弱してはいるものの、もうしばらく休めばアウグステスの分析作業も順調です。ただ少し気になる点がありまして。はい。元素力？今は何とも言えません。元素力といってもごくわずかで、ここ数年で新たに登場した検出技術を使う。元素力に異様に敏感な人でなければ10年使い続けたところで先生が意識を失い衰弱しているのは果たして。そういえばティラリは会いに来たか？いいえ、昨夜伝言が届いて。
I mean, that's the interesting thing. You're saying, like, it has elemental energy. Like, was that even, like, done intentionally? Or maybe this is just, like, maybe someone with a vision made a perfume. Like, I am a little curious. Like, so for the people who have visions, does elemental energy seep into the things they create? Because, like, obviously you can, like, use magic and shit, and you have these powers because of elemental energy, but, like, maybe you're constantly, like, exuding it, right? Like, maybe it's like chi, where it's just being released from your body. Or maybe it's the kind of thing where, like, the focus that you have in accomplishing a task subconsciously draws upon your vision to do it. So, like, maybe, because they're, like, making it seem like, oh, someone might have done this maliciously, put elemental energy into their product. But I'm like, well, but I would think that would happen all the time. You know, like, any crafter who has a vision might, when they're really focusing on producing their thing, might subconsciously draw upon their vision and imbue it with, like, elemental energy. Like how a blacksmith might be like, who has a fire vision might be, like, drawing from that to, like, make metal more malleable by, like, increasing the heat of the flames, beyond what the fire already is, like, increasing the intensity of it, which would, and have it roast in, the elemental energy that they're infusing into the fire, and, that elemental energy might infuse into the material and into the steel, and when they craft a weapon, it'll be, extra, maybe it'll have a little remnants of fire. Not, like, to the point where it's like it's a fire sword, you slash and it catches things on fire, but, like, maybe it has trace amounts of fire elemental energy, perhaps. Because I would think that would just kind of happen. Because it gets subconscious. Like, you're just focusing in the same way you would focus on a spell. It would be crazy to think that it would also draw upon that power. Like how I would assume Emilie would be a pretty good florist, Or like if she's growing her own flowers, I would assume that the flowers she grows are maybe slightly better. Maybe they grow slightly quicker, they grow bigger, smell nicer, because the dendro energy she has might infuse, her environment when she's, focusing on tending her plants.
ホレイ。ああ、きなり。あと、そう硬くならないで。ああ、わかった。ホレイはきなり。うん。師匠たち、昨日の晩から数十年分の名簿を調べてて、残念なことに、今の結論としては、教令院にビジャーヤという名の学者は存在しない。師匠もその可能性について考えてた。でも名前だけじゃなくて、そんなことって。ええ、その可能性は非常に高いですね。おい、ルシアン。シルバンだ。まさかまたキリアが現れた。そんな。ホテルを出入りした人は誰もいなかった。
Okay, if it's going after the merchants as well as that guy, my guess is it's someone whose life was ruined by the August perfume coming out. So he's like, oh shit. Well, then obviously the person at fault is the person who made the perfume and the merchants who artificially raised the price. In fact, if I was going to have to guess, I would say it's probably one of the merchants. My guess is it's one of the perfume merchants who went to the prison because they were complicit in the price fixing that was going on during the perfume sales of August. And after coming out, they've probably just gotten out of prison, just like those perfume merchants did, and now they're trying to exact their revenge for the time they wasted and the people they view as responsible for it. But that's my guess. We'll see how that actually shakes out.
ドアに鍵がか。ここには誰もいない。ルシアン、おい、ルシアン。シルバンの声だ。隣の部屋に行ってみよう。ルシアン、ルシアン、おい、目を覚ませ。エミリーさん、なあ、弟はどうしちまったんだ。エドガーみたいに気を。申し訳ありません。シルバー。そんな。
Oh, maybe that's it. Maybe Edgar isn't particularly sensitive to energy, so that's why he's just unconscious, whereas this guy might be particularly sensitive, and that's why he's dead.
旅人さん、コレイさん。
Either that, or the person who they was maybe trying to kill Edgar, but this was the first time they tried it, so it didn't work, and they increased the dosage or whatever, the lethality of it, and came back.
これ以上身内の遺体を見せない方がいいでしょう。うん。任せて。ええ。シルバンさん、ここは私たちに任せて、ひとまず息を整えましょう。これ。昨日までどしっとあいつ、いい人とは言い難いけど。罪人であれ善人であれ、
Yeah, I mean, oftentimes people are evil, and you might think, oh, how could this person do this evil things to this other person? It's like, well, because they don't see them as people, right? They don't see other people as people. It's just heavy in-group bias, where they're just like, yeah, only me and my friends are people I actually care about, and if I don't care about you, then I'm fine actively fucking you over. It's that kind of thing. So even the most evil person usually has a few close people where they're just like, nah, I would never do anything like that to them. If anyone does anything to them that I do to everybody else, I will never forgive them type bullshit, where it's just like, yeah, you're so hypocritical. You're just like, yeah, you just a lack of empathy. Yeah, the sheriff. Who the hell is the sheriff? Is that the Mahamatra? Oh no, yeah, it's this guy. I always thought that incense thing in the corner was incredibly suspicious. I thought that was maybe like I thought maybe someone lit that with a particular scent, and that's what killed them. They're essentially infusing this room with a scent that is fine in small doses, but when breathed in for long periods of time will kill you. That's my thought. I was incredibly suspicious when I saw it.
私は法医学者ではありません。関連する知識ですが、遺体の温度と硬直具合から判断して、事件は昨夜のうちに起きたと。
それじゃあ、君に頼めるだろうか。ティナリが離れる。
はい。信頼いただき感謝します。でも、オイラたちも手伝うぞ。瞳孔が開き、皮膚は赤くなっていますね。
Okay, yeah, I think it's the incense. It's a locked room thing. Someone probably set the incense, set it to burning, and then left. They locked the doors behind them, and they essentially sealed their doom. I assume the perfume has elemental energy, and I think this guy's particularly sensitive to it, and that's why he died.
Hmm. 隣の部屋から入ろうとすると、
弟を失った時の反応は、
じゃあ夜に一体何が起きたんだ。シルバー。
そうですね。私の方でも新しい発。
I don't want to stop for now, though. Yeah. Oh, I see. Wait, no, is that the same one? Oh, I see. Oh, no matter what, I always enter. Wait, where's the other door then? How are they connected? Like, look at this. Like, the image they showed was one door, which is this one, which we broke through. And that's what they're trying to say, is that these are rooms inside this hotel. And we broke in one, and they were connected. Anyway. I have been walking long enough. Almost an hour. I'm not sure how long this next quest is going to be. I assume there's going to be a lot of dialogue as we interview the dude, go over stuff, and then talk about the next steps. But I will predict that the villain is a perfume merchant who made a lot of money when August was being sold. Like 20 years ago, or whatever it was. I think it was a merchant who made a lot of money. Probably, maybe wasn't even in cahoots with this guy, but just like manipulated the market advantageously for themselves and made enough money, or maybe did some unscrupulous things independently, so that they were also sent to prison. And so he's blaming those two and the perfumer who made that perfume, who started everything off. He's probably blaming them. Oh no, if they hadn't done this, I wouldn't have gotten in trouble, type thing. I mean, maybe there was an innocent victim too. Maybe there was a normal perfumer who, got incredibly lucky and sold something very well, or sold something for cheap, or sold a lot and just made enough money that it alerted the guards. So he didn't do anything shady. Or maybe, or it could be like relatively small degree of shady, right? Like it could be that what the guy, maybe he bought a lot of perfume and then rose the price. So essentially just, screwing people over. It's obviously like a shitty thing to do. It's like the scalpers. So he's probably he could have scalped a bunch of potions or perfumes, bought them, in mass for low prices, and then resold them for a vast markup. And so, while it's shady and shitty, and I would say, what a piece of shit, it's not like he's obviously not the cause of it. Although he, contributed to the overall inflation of the cost. So maybe someone like that, who was like, oh, I was just buying low and selling high. That's what we're trained to do as merchants. That being particularly malicious, just, greedy. And then maybe he went to prison because he just made too much and contributed too much to the overall negativity of it, perhaps. So yeah, that's my guess, is that it's someone like that, went to prison, got out of prison at the same time these perfume merchants are using a perfume, and the perfume, the incense. They're using an scented incense within the incense, which is what killed him. Maybe the reason why he died is because it was also imbued with elemental energy, and this guy was particularly sensitive. We'll see what Emilie has to say. And so, because Edgar isn't, he wasn't. Either that, or Edgar was the proof that he's like, oh shit, I need to make this better and stronger, and this time it was. So, hard to say. We shall see. Could be Edgar himself, actually. Maybe he did it to himself. Maybe he knocked himself out, essentially, like smelled his own scent, essentially, at a lower degree. So maybe this is his way of killing these two, because they're the ones who fucked over his life. It's either one or the other. I was kind of leaning towards another perfume merchant that was in prison, but I could see it also being Edgar. Because they said the incense smelled familiar, so it's possible that this was the same scent he did, and maybe. Actually, now that I talk it out more, maybe Edgar seems a more likely thing. He knocked himself out as a red herring, but we'll see. Because I'm pretty sure the incense is the murder weapon. It's super easy that anyone could have planted it at any point. So, I might play this tomorrow. I might continue more of this. It's so hard to say. It depends on how many hunts there are and how many. Oh, actually, no. I probably will. I'll probably play this for lunch during my lunch break, because I won't be able to play in the afternoon because I'm hanging out with a friend and playing another game instead. So that's probably what I will do. So thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next time.